Hello everybody, my name is Cole. Welcome back to another episode of Rocket Boy Reviews on this beautiful Canadian day. And because this is Canada, we of course have multiple different cars because, well, it's winter and I'm not exactly going to drive the Abarth, which is all the way back there in that sea container. And of course, Canada, referring to the hockey nets. Anyways, but in need of a new daily driver because obviously, as I said, not gonna drive the Abarth, I have bought this, a 2003 beautiful B5 Audi A4 Avant. Ooh. This very dirty car is the 1.8T that I only bought for, I think it was $2,000. It only has 160,000 kilometers on the clock. Well, that's when I bought it. Now, because I love it so much, it has now 171 with a engine light that I'll get to, but let's get into this review. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You have bought a 2003 Audi with an engine light. You must be an absolute moron. Well, this is the funny thing about this car. It is completely fine, okay? This is the engine light. So, if you look at the gas cap, right? It's just regular gas cap. Well, it has like the push here, right? But you'll notice this. This usually, let me switch the camera. This would usually click in like as like a suction kind of thing into the gas cap, and it would push in. But that doesn't happen. So it still works as a gas cap. Like, it's still completely fine. I just have to push it here. It's still completely fine. That's what I believe it is, because you can obviously see that it has broken right there. Focus. It has broken right there. So that's, as far as I know, the only thing that's happened. The car runs completely fine. Okay, let's talk performance, just because this is Rocket Boy Reviews. So this obviously has the 1.8 liter turbo, which is the one that you want. These also came in a V6, but they're horrendously unreliable. And people know that. Like, they're one of probably the most unreliable engines that Audi has ever made. And I'm not saying that old Audis are reliable. Like, this one isn't that crazy. I mean, knock on wood. There's no wood in here. Knock on plastic. This car hasn't had a single problem. Other than the tiny little exhaust leak that I'm getting fixed this week or next, but that's has nothing to do with reliability. That's just because I've been doing this a lot. Anyways, but let's get past the fun. This car has obviously a 1.8 liter turbo, which is the 4-cylinder, not the V6 that I already said that is horrendous. So it only has about 160 horsepower, brand new. This car with 170 kilometers still feels pretty good. I mean, there's 90, there's 100 kilometers an hour. 110. So like it gets up pretty quick, like especially for highway driving. This car actually has a little bit of spunk. Obviously it's nothing like having 700 horsepower in a Viper, or I don't know, 500 horsepower in some other car, 1,000 horsepower in a Huracan, but like it gets up pretty good for a daily driver. This is quite solid. This car also has the 5-speed, not 6, 5-speed, because it's 2003, R-tronic Audi transmission, which means it's not the paddle shifter, because the S-tonic would be the double clutch, I believe. I think the S-tonic is the double clutch, because that's in the Audi R8, 2014 and above. I believe that's what they call it. This is called the R-tonic, which means it still has the manual shifting mode, which is pretty cool, I guess. But of course, no paddle shifters. It only has the R-tronic, I don't even know what the heck you would call this. Manual-ish? I know there's probably a word for it. Leave it down in the comments, I forget. But it's fun, especially when you're getting up to speed on the highway and you're just going through the gears. It's not that bad. I mentioned before that I only paid about $2,000 with it. With tax, that's probably about, I don't know, $2,400 Canadian-ish. And I only put about $1,500 worth of work into it, which was brakes all around and one caliper. Don't know why it was so expensive, but I probably could have got it cheaper. Feel like I might have gotten overcharged, but still, I'm about, let's say, give or take with taxes, $4,000 into this car, which is not too bad. For an old Audi 2003 Avant, which is surprisingly rare. Oh, you're lopsided. 1 second. Which is surprisingly rare. I have yet to find a second Audi A4 Avant. Now, this is Canadian market, so US market, you guys probably have a ton. I don't really know. But to find an A4 Avant, which means wagon, in German, obviously, sorry, with only 162,000 kilometers on it when I bought it, is exceptionally rare. Especially for the price. For $4,000, an old Audi with 160,000 kilometers with a wagon, or that is a wagon. That's crazy, crazy. As I said, I can't find another one of these. All you find is sedans, and all the sedans have 250,000 kilometers on them, probably less, but whatever. Let's just say 250,000 kilometers on it because they're 2003. They've all been used. They are regular family sedans, right? This is a family wagon. This car, in fact, was owned by a previous family, so I have a feeling that it has so low mileage because it was, I don't know, it was maybe their third car, I'm guessing, because, as I said before, like, we're in Canada, everybody has multiple cars because, you know, they get used and whatever. But still, I think that I got an amazing deal on this, and I honestly couldn't be happier. This is one of my favorite cars that I've driven, and this is for multiple reasons. It's just, I know that I can drive it. Like, with my Abarth, I don't like putting that much mileage on it. I don't drive it a ton during the summer, or at all, really. It doesn't really have that much mileage. There's only about 30,000 kilometers on the engine, and there's only about 100 on the body. So it's a pretty new car. And this thing, I know I can use. And that's why I love it so much. I can use it, I can drive it, I can have fun with it. You guys saw that I've been doing a lot of donuts in it. Because of the Quattro. Yeah, I love how I can use this car. And I know cars for driving, yada yada yada. I'm going on about not driving my other car, but I'm just saying I like how I can use this car, and it's extremely comfortable. These leather seats are just immaculate. They're in amazing shape too for like the year and the mileage, and I just love this thing. I really do. And you can see, like, I've had this thing for probably about 2 months now, something like that, 2 months. And I've put already about 10,000 kilometers on it. I really, really love this thing. And I love that I can drive it. Okay, so stepping in the interior, I like these door handles are so easy to use. Like, some have like the buttons underneath. Obviously, this is an older car, so it doesn't have it. I love these door handles, by the way. Anyways, getting in, again, beautiful leather seats that I just said. I love these seats. They're so comfortable. The side bolsters are fine. The headrest is really nice. I love this car. Hopping in, you have the great headlight control. Then you have your fog lights, which you just pull out once. Really weird. You have your that is cruise control, your high beams. Everything is electric. You have nice heated seats. You have your back defrost there. Everything works great. The heated and the cool, the air conditioning and the heat works absolutely amazing. I was super surprised of how amazing this heat and cool works for the year. But I love this car. Tons of space in the back, like just absolute tons in the space. Or tons in the space. Tons of space in the back. Oh, one other thing. The seats have this really cool little hidden cubby. So you reach over here, and there's this little handle, and boom, you have a secret compartment. And that's the same with both seats. See? That's really cool. You put your, like, well, you really put anything in that. I mean, a lot of people in this era, I guess, was driving Audis that were business people. Lots of people make fun of all the time. Audis are a businessman's car. It is, let's be honest. Maybe not this one because it's a wagon, and it's mostly, I can't talk today. Mostly for a family setting, but you can still store like whatever. You can store your change, I guess. The only thing that actually really annoys me is this terrible system is when this is down, you can't pull the damn handbrake. See that? This is in the way, so you're kind of like reaching over. It's really weird. That's why I just leave it like that, and then you can just do drifts. I also like that this is the manual handbrake. It slides. While I'm in the interior, let's do a startup of this beast. You guys are gonna be blown away by this. Again, let the beast warm up. This is not just an ordinary car. This is a special, exotic. No, it's not. Start up. Oh, probably can hear it over the heat. Listen to that thing. Ooh. It's not gutless, I promise, but it sounds a bit that way. Fun fact, and you guys can look it up. Oh, let's do that. You guys can look it up. This instrument, or I guess you can call a dash cluster, is the exact same. And I kid you not, it's the exact same as the Gallardo. Look it up. I swear, it's the same. Obviously, the TAC goes to, I believe, 9,000, and the Speedo goes to, I think it's 320. But it's the same setup. The screen's in the middle. The fuel gauge is on the right side. The temperature gauge is on the left side. Speedo and the TAC, all the same place. Obviously, Audi owns, well, I guess it's all under Volkswagen, but Audi Volkswagen owns Lamborghini. That's why the Gallardos and, well, even the Huracan nowadays, they all share the same Audi V10 with the R8. And before, it was the S8, the 5.2 liter S8. I don't know what generation that is, but like the 2006 S8 had these 5.2 and 5 liter V10s in them. It's the same car. Everybody knows that Audi and Lamborghini share similar parts, but I just think it's really funny that the same dash cluster, it's not really instrument cluster, I guess. Well, I guess it is. Dash cluster as the, well, $100,000 counterpart to this car, and this is obviously wasn't $100,000 brand new, but I just think it's quite funny that they didn't go with something more unique with the Gallardo and they just kind of stuck with the regular Audi setup. Interesting though, very interesting. That's why I say that this car is a Lamborghini and has absolute power. Alright, stepping into the back, it's actually quite a low car to get into, believe it or not. Like, it's surprisingly low. I don't know if this car has a modified, like, lowered suspension. I don't really understand why it would have a lowered suspension, but it might, because it feels a lot lower than you might think. But anyways, lots of space, tons of headroom. The seats, again, really nice. There's seating for 3 in the middle, seating for 3 in the back. It's actually surprisingly comfortable to have 3 people in the back. Everything is very nice. Nothing really crazy in the back, nothing really technologically advanced. There's no heated or cooled seats in the back. It's just a really nice place to be. It's simple. I love simplicity in cars. It's just simple, easy, and no drama. And that's what I like. Alrighty, let's do a walk around of the B5 Audi. I love the stance of this car. I love the way it looks. I love the Euro. I just love the Euro wagons. Euro wagons are so cool. I know a ton of people love Euro wagons, especially with that hatchback. Absolutely love it. Lots of snow. Very fun. And I just went through a snowbank. Very nice. Love the... I just love how this car looks. I really do. I'm going through the snow again. Troubles with snow, but anyways, no, I really love the look of this car. I think it looks absolutely amazing, and I hope that you guys agree that my purchase is actually quite a nice car. Okay, let's look at this beautiful engine. Calm down, my beast. Very beautiful engine. Obviously you can't see. Let's see. So this hood latch, a lot of people, I've actually bet people to find this hood latch and they couldn't find it. They've been looking under here, but they don't notice that there's a thing right in front of them. So you pull it up and then you just simply pull that up. Boom. I'm also missing the Audi logo. That's no problem. People are very familiar with this engine. Very cool. Where's the turbo? There it is. Turbo all the way down there. Actually, not too bad. Pretty clean for the year, I think, anyways. But yeah, it's reliable. It's good on gas. So why not? Alrighty, fuel economy. I'm very cold. Fuel economy is 19 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway, which is quite a bit for the highway, for a combined total of 22 miles per gallon. That's also equal to 10.6 liters per 100 kilometers. But I did a drive that was about an hour and a half, and I averaged 9.2 liters per 100 kilometers. So not bad fuel economy at all. All right, let's talk about practicality and or trunk space. This car, being an Avant, has a very healthy 17.8 cubic feet of space. You can fit many things back here. Don't know what? You can fit many things. Just because, let's try to swing it a little bit. And in, and hit the gas. Oh yeah. Oh, you got all wonky on me. All right, everybody, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it. Sorry I haven't posted in a long time. I know it's been like probably a couple months or something. I've been, as I said, just been crazy busy, or I don't even know if I've said that yet, but I've been crazy busy, and obviously bought this car, and thought I should do a review on it. I still have some cars that I can always line up during the winter months. Obviously, it is hard to find crazy cars during the winter because they're all in stores, just like my car. But I still have some cars that I can line up, and I'll try to get on the channel if I have the time. But and then hopefully in the spring we can resume more to the weekly or bi-weekly basis. But for now, sorry guys, but as I said, super busy and just trying to get through the winter, and I'll try to do the odd review here and there, probably about every month or so. I'm going to try to do. But as I said, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like my new purchase. I definitely like this car. As I said, it's one of my favorite cars that I've owned. Well, it's my favorite daily driver. I've only had two daily drivers. Out of the two, this is definitely the top of the it's definitely the top for me out of the two. But as I really appreciate it. Yeah, stay tuned for the next videos. So I'm gonna try to do some more, but yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I hope you guys like this video and do all the YouTube stuff, and as usual, have an amazing day.